wallowing with my own kind. Now I know what it means just to be the apple of your eye. The fruit of your spirit tastes sweeter than any known pilot. My hands up in the air, keep them posted, pointed at your sky. I'm able to be still as long as I'm on your side. You led me to a pasture that's greener than green on both sides. You're so wide, may your knowledge follow my whole life. I can see your beauty even when I got closed eyes. I know pride's a slippery slope, and so I hope I boast of you in a way that just keeps a sparkle in your eye. You know my everything comes from the love of the Most High, so I give you the glory and now they know
to
why.
everyone that's underestimated and overlooked but tried up through determination. The Father give you the victory over your situation with one stipulation: be holy, dedicated.
Be holy, dedicated. Quick update, family. Just wanted to say shalom to you. I pray you all having a blessed day as you're preparing to bring the Shabbat in this evening. And then tomorrow we know we go into the festive time of the Feast of Dedication. And so I just wanted to just give some backdrop information on this festive time. It's in the book of St. John, chapter 10, verses 22. Yahshua was on Solomon's temple, okay, and it was the Feast of Dedication. And we're on cue because the Feast of Dedication happened in the 9th month on the 25th day. And so when we look at today's day, if you're keeping count and you follow along with the Enoch calendar, based on 364 days in a year, 52 weeks in a year, 52 weekly Sabbaths, and that would make the year complete. And there's no doing away with that eternal law or ordinance forever. So anyhow, family, I'm in my Zondervan Illustrated Bible Dictionary. I just wanted to give some backdrop on this particular holy day coming up. So it starts tomorrow evening, and it's like a 8 days of joy, right? So in the Zondervan Illustrated Bible Dictionary, it reads, I'm only going to be on, by the way, no more than 10 minutes. I'm getting ready to go do my daily workout here in just a moment. It says, the Feast of Dedication was observed for 8 days, beginning on the 25th day. They say between November or December. They say Kislev, right? It was instituted by the Maccabees in 164 BC when the temple, which had been defiled by Antiochus Epiphanes, king of Syria, right, it was cleansed and rededicated to the service of the Most High. During these days, the Israelites met in their places of gathering, okay, they call it synagogues, carrying branches of trees in their hands, and held jubilant services. So joyful time. They were very, very excited. So if you remember, dear family, just off the cuffs of last Sabbath and then the prayer meeting, I talked about celebrating, celebrating in the truth. If you're in the truth, and then on the Sabbath, I talked about joy and how that joy meant something that was exciting, a positive experience, pleasure, right? It was good, joyful. And then on Monday evening's prayer meeting, we went into the Josephus, and Mashah instructed the children of Israel. It said there's only one source of happiness, joy. Joy also means happiness for all mankind, and that's to keep the commandments of the Most High and only be obedient to those who the Most High would have you follow, right? And never add to or take away the supernatural way of worshiping the Most High. The book of Leviticus 19 and verses 2 says, the Most High spoke to Mashah or Moses and said, speak to the children of Israel and say, thus saith the Most High, be ye holy, for I, the Most High, your power, am holy. So these are the particular days that commemorate the salvation, the deliverance of the children of Israel by the hands of the Most High. And that's, it's no different from what happened during the time of the Maccabees, when, again, Antiochus Epiphanes, who who sprung forth from the seed of Esau, tried to destroy again, uh, destroy the children of the promise, the children of the Most High God. So it states here that so they met and they had jubilant services. The children were told the brave and stirring deeds of the Maccabees so that they might emulate them. So if you think about when Luke chapter 1 and verses 71, it talks about that the Most High would bring salvation to his people, right? And that he would save them, he would bring salvation to them, and he would save them from their enemies. All right, and that's Luke chapter 1, verses 71. And it says right here, and from verses 70, it says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. Verse 2, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. So, this is a joyful time. And again, I'm going to read here shortly here how in St. John, I alluded to the fact that Yasha was keeping this. Also, you can also Solomon, when he dedicated the temple. Okay, now when they dedicated the temple, they was in remembrance of also the Feast of Tabernacles. So they celebrated the Feast of Dedication, sort of like the Feast of Tabernacles, meaning that they would keep it 8 days of a joyful time. There was no mourning. It was just a time to be joyful for the great salvation that the Most High had wrought. Now, dedication. Dedication, it says here, the act of setting apart or devoting to the Most High for holy ends. The relevant Hebrew words are often used of the consecration of persons, but usually of the setting apart of things for the Most High's use. Consecration of the tabernacle, right? That was an elaborate ceremony, as was that of the temple in 1 Kings 8, when they dedicated the temple, when Solomon dedicated it. Among various dedicated things were the city wall, private dwellings, the temple treasure, right? Their finances and things that of value inside the temple of the Most High, children, people, and that, if you will, the spoils of war. So now on the feast, the dedication feast, the phrase occurs once in the New Testament in St. John 10 and 22. It refers to the feast when you look at dedication Hanukkah, okay, celebrated annually by the Jews for 8 days to commemorate the cleansing of the temple in Jerusalem after it had been desecrated by the Syrians under Antiochus Epiphanes. You read about that in 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 to 59, and also 2 Maccabees chapter 10, verses 5. The restoration of the worship of the Most High was affected by Judah Maccabee, okay, in 165 BC. 3 years after its defilement, the feast came on the 25th day, okay. Josephus designated as, they say, the Feast of Lights, okay, and it goes to say they found a candle and he lit the candle, and it says here, they also say that the Feast of Illumination, the festival was characterized by the illumination of the synagogues and homes. It was a time of joy and merriment, so happiness, and no public mourning was permitted on this feast. Okay, that's what the tradition claims, that Judah Maccabees found a cruse of oil that was sufficient for 8 days, but that was sufficient for a day, Salakia, but it lasted for 8. And the feast is still celebrated among the Brews today. And they said the system of lighting is one light for the first day and the additional one for each succeeding day of the festival. The family solemnly gathers around the Father as he lights the candles with a prayer of thanksgiving to the Most High for the liberation of his people from the persecution of the oppressors. I want us to hear that. Okay. Yeah, they say presents, money, gifts. Okay, present and money, gifts are distributed to children. They even They even gave gifts to children around this particular time. Now, also not to misconstrue that, because we are the temple of the Most High. So when I say misconstrue, because we know that the enemy, he tries to do things. He was supposed to be, he tries to come as the angel of light. So there's sayings that people that they celebrated with lights and so forth. I mean, if people wanted to you know decorate their house or whatever the case is, and have a festive time, they can they could do that. But just you definitely have to be aware that certain practices that the enemy tried to infiltrate even in this, and trying to mimic and have people follow him, because he's trying to be the enlightful one to enlighten. But truly the Father's children, the ones who are dedicated and set apart to him, those are the ones who the Most High said would be his temple. He said that he would dwell in temples not made with man's hands. So you are the temple, dear family. And so if you want to find out more about dedication, the significance of it, or the Feast of Dedication, how we are believers, whether one identifies as a Christian meaning the follower of Hamashiach. If you truly follow him, and when we say Christians, we're not talking about post Constantine Christians. That means after, somewhere around 313, 321, where Constantine, the Roman emperor, the son of the devil, came and instituted Christianity as what? As the, how do I say this? Instituted as the norm for the whole, their whole empire, okay? For the Roman Empire, to where they just said, okay, it's Christianity. This is going to be the state religion. So we don't do, now if there's a state religion, that shows that everyone's doing it. Okay. So Yahshua's the head of state in the Most High's kingdom, right? He is that, he's that chief cornerstone that the builders rejected, right? And they fell on him. But all those who humbled themselves and followed after Hamashiach, we were tight knit. Him being the head, we being the members of the bodies, and the member of the body of Hamashiach, and become lively stones. So, dear family, I want to say to you, early and happy, blessed Feast of Dedication. Have a joyous time with your family, and just take the time to reflect. Also, later this evening, Father willing, I'm going to upload a video that I believe that is very, very imperative, where it tells you, listen, don't fall. It's going to be some highlighted information, straight jewels of the time that we're living in, so that you don't fall for the deception. All right. And so I'm hoping that you're able to watch that. I'm hoping that you get something from that. I'm hoping that you're stirred up in your pure minds. May the Most High keep and barak you, dear family. All right. I want to say shalom, salah, and armor up. Stay dedicated. I'm going to go ahead and play out to this song here.
Place dedicating this to every, and we live in the place dedicating this to everyone that's dedicating themselves to the Most High, because he's so worthy. And this music is therapy. We wanted to drop a special one for you to let you know that it takes determination, perseverance, separation, and revelation.
What about consecration?
That's off top. Stand dedicated. Come on.
Can I get an amen? For the people, Hosanna and Salah to the followers and believers. Let's be my DEDICATION to the Most High, the comfort of the Spirit and sacrifice of the Lord Christ. You call me to be with you instead of wallowing with my own kind. Now I know what it means just to be the apple of your eye. The fruit of your spirit tastes sweeter than any known pie. Lift my hands up in the air, keep them posted, pointed at your sky. I'm able to be still as long as I'm on your side. You led me to a pasture that's greener than green on both sides. You're so wide, may your knowledge follow my whole life. I can see your beauty even when I got closed eyes. I know pride's a slippery slope, and so I hope I boast in you in a way that just keeps a sparkle in your eye. You know my everything comes from the love of the Most High, so I give you the glory, and now they know
to
why.
everyone that's underestimated and overlooked with triumph through determination. The Father give you the victory over your situation with one stipulation: be holy, dedicated to everyone underestimated and overlooked for triumph through determination. The Father give you the victory over your situation with one stipulation. Dedication means holiness. You know how the lowly get. I'm talking humble and meek. I can so that who you rolling with, steady singing the Father praise all day just like a vocalist. Why the wicked choke on his spit? They like he at it again. Yeah, I'm at it again. It's dedicated to all us. Try to make it while maintaining walking the righteous. It takes dedication, perseverance, reservation on our way to salvation, regeneration, restoration, receive revelation. They say you ain't doing it big unless you making these moves. They tell you the truth, everything that's temporal is minuscule. You know how the sinners do. They lie on the interview till they get popped like an inner tube. Man, it gets critical, time ticking and it's running out. But you steady woofing, popping off, running out the mouth. When the Father already told you what he all about. You supposed to have your house in order, better clean it out. Just stay dedicated. Everyone that's underestimated and overlooked with triumph through determination. The Father give you the victory over your situation with one stipulation. Be holy,